Hi, Mrs. Hatfield here. Oh, now I'm over here. Here to walk you through daily math practice for day 4. Remember, this is like our bell work, and we are practicing this so that these things become easier and easier. We'll have our quiz tomorrow, and per your advice, I have shortened the quiz. So some of you are like, still a quiz? Yeah, still a quiz, but a little bit shorter. So I think you'll be successful. In fact, I know you'll be successful if you've been watching the videos and watching my work and writing it down. So let's get to it. So number 1 says, if angle C measures 74 degrees, what is the angle R measure? So this was tricky, and I made a mistake the other day. I didn't see that this was all the way around. It's looking for this entire angle. This is basically a circle. If I put a circle around this, I'd have a circle around this, and I'm wanting to know what the rest of the angle is. So I know, and you know, that a circle is 360 degrees. So if I know that the circle, still on the circle form, thing, the circle is 360 degrees, and this angle C is 74 degrees, because you guys have gotten good about like what kind of angle that is, we can just subtract. I know that 0 can't subtract 4, so I gotta borrow. 10 becomes 6. 5 can't subtract 7. Regroup. This becomes 15, and this is 8, and this is 2. So we could say that this is 286, and you would type the word degrees. Our next one says Amy has 33 red counters, 21 blue counters, and 14 orange counters. Amy then keeps 9 counters and divides the rest into 4 bags. How many counters are in each bag? So pretend this is you. You've got your counters in your hand. You've got 33, 21, and 14 in there in this pile in your hand. So let's figure out how many you have in your hand first. So we're going to use addition to add those up. We have 33 and 21 and 14 in our hands. That's a lot of counters in our hand, but that's all right. This is 3 plus 1 is 4, plus 4 is 8. 3 plus 2 is 5, plus 1 is 6. So right now we've got 68 in our hand. But then what happens? She keeps 9 counters. So my next step, since I'm keeping 9 of the counters, I'm going to do 68 minus 9. Because I'm keeping those. Because she says the rest of them she divides into the bags. 18 minus 9 is 9. And 5 minus nothing is 5. Okay, so now that we've gotten this far, stick with me, we're almost done. Let's switch to purple. She divides the rest into 4 bags. Divides tells us exactly what we're going to do. Now, you could draw a picture and put 1 in each bag until you get to 59, but we're kind of past that. We're going to say 4 can fit into 5 once, because 1 times 4 is 4. Subtract. Bring down your 9. 4 goes into 19 4 times. 4 times 4 is 16. Oh, that's supposed to be a 6, Miss Hatfield, with 3 left over. So she can put 14 counters in each bag. And make sure you write counters. It's this word right here. And how many will be left over? Well, if we look, she'll have 3 left over. Question 3. I've been noticing some people have been getting this one wrong, and so I want to make sure you guys understand what's happening on this kind of problem. Write 6/100ths in decimal form. Remember that these are hundredths pieces. Maybe. I'll get to that page. There we go. I was like, where did the 600ths go? And if I had them in, this is 1. Let me change this to reds. 2, taking so long? Hopefully you're not too bored. 5, 6. Stick with me. Almost there. 6 out of 100 are colored. This is what's tricky. You must put a 0 in front of the 6 to help this know that this is 6/100ths. Without the 0, this is 6/10ths. So if you wrote this 0.6, that's the same thing as if you had 6 of these. 1, 2, I better color them so you can see them better. 3, 4, 5, one more, Miss Hatfield, and 6. That's like 60 cents. So, we all love money and want money. This would be 6 cents as like 6 pennies or a nickel and 1 penny. This would be 60 cents. 60 cents could be 10, 6 dimes. It could be 2 quarters and a dime, any of that kind of thing. All right, let's go back to our problem. So 6/100ths. Next one, kind of a little tricky. Use the area model to find the sum. So we already have our picture here. These are tenths, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Indeed, they are tenths. So this one is 10 tenths. It's full. This is, oh, my computer's a little slow. There we go. This is 3 tenths. Just showing you another way to think about this. Catch up with me, computer. Don't disappoint my students. And this is 4 tenths. I add those up, or I can move them, whichever. I get 17 tenths. Because 10 plus 3 plus 4 is 17. And this is tenths. From there, 17 tenths, I can say that is the same thing as 1 and 7 tenths. This one right here. 1 and 7 tenths. And the other answer would be, write the sum of a fraction greater than 1. That's our mixed number, or our improper fraction. That's where we say 17 tenths. Ugh, Miss Hatfield. Slow down, computer. 17 tenths. And I saw mistakes on this one earlier in the week as well. Write the sum as a decimal. 1 and 7 tenths. That's how we would say it as a mixed number. 1 is your whole number, and 7 tenths. It would look like that. Hopefully that makes a little more sense in your head. 7 tenths, it's just like what we were showing earlier. All right, moving right along. Julie has saved $25. Her sister Hannah has saved 3 times as much as Julia. Hannah has saved 5 times as much as Olivia. How much has each girl saved? I bet you're thinking, hey, Miss Hatfield, you're going to do a table. Yep, and you should be doing a table too. You know why? Because it helps the problem not be so confusing. Because then you just kind of look and put pieces at a time. And you guys are all smart people, so we use our strategies to do this by ourselves, and then we don't feel so overwhelmed. We've got 3 sisters there. There we go. All right, so we've got Julia has $25. Notice that I started with just putting J, H, and O. Okay, reading the problem again. Hannah has saved 3 times as much as Julia. So Hannah is 3 times as much as Julia. And we know Julia has $25 saved. So, hang on. Equals, I just think of quarters. You could solve this, but to make it more time efficient, I'm going to say 75. This is where it gets the most tricky. Hannah has saved 5 times as much as Olivia. So we know Hannah's amount. I'm going to change it to red so it stands out better. We know Hannah has $75. Oh, this computer is making me sad. There we go. 75 is equal to 5. That didn't work out. 5 times. I keep doing something weird here. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. Let me start again. Okay, so sorry about that. Computers got frozen for a second. Mr. B had the same problem. We know this is Olivia. I'm not going to rewrite all this because I think you would be like bored now, Miss Hatfield. 75 equals, just need to slow down, 5 times what? So knowing this, I have to think 75 divided by 5 to get my answer. Hopefully you're watching my video and you're doing this with me. I will know if you're not because I'm doing all the work with you. So 5 goes into 7. 1 times 5 is 5. Subtract, bring down. And you have 25 left over. Maybe, if it'll let me draw it. 25 left over. And 5 goes into 25 5 times. So Hannah has saved $15. And then, of course, Hannah has saved $25. Oh, goodness. 25. There we go. All right. Next one. How many lines of symmetry does the figure have? Saw confusion on this one, too. It's basically where can you fold this so that it is perfect. It's like when you used to do hearts. You'd make a heart, or you had that art project, so you have a piece of paper, you fold it in half, and it folds in half perfectly, right? This, yikes. I don't think you can fold it anyway for it to have a perfect line of symmetry. So no, there's 0 lines of symmetry on this one. 0. Question 7, just change this to fraction form. Remember, 7/10 is the same thing as 70/100. So just do 70 plus 9 to be 79. And then last one is 7 a factor of 86. If you think of your math facts, can 7 go into 86 perfectly? Let's see, 7 times 11 is 77. 78, 79, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84. 7 times 12 is 84, so 86 is not a factor of 86. If we do need a factor for 86, we could think of our division facts. 86 is even, so you could write, if 86 is even, you could make this really short. You could say 2 is a factor of 86. You can have more than that, but that's all we need for today. Thanks for watching, and even with my glitches on the computer, being patient with me, and I look forward to seeing you in class the next week for Monday, Tuesday. I won't see, and the rest of you I should be doing class with you. Bye-bye.